What's up, world? Let me tell you about this beard growth oil I got from 12 tribes on Earth. 8 ounces of oily goodness with a nozzle that prevents sprays and spills, and soft ingredients that make it perfect addition to anyone's morning routine. From coconut to castor, all these oils are hand chosen. After using this herbal blend, the biggest thing I noticed is how soft, how strong my hair was, and how good I feel. Pick up your bottle today and make your beard the star of the show.
If you were on my live stream, I was talking about how the market is losing trillions of dollars behind Donald Trump's tariffs. And boy, here's proof. Tech giants tank as market enters full sell off mode. They lost $1.8 trillion in 2 days. That is like insanity right there. That's a lot of money to be lost. You're only talking about big tech. You're not talking about other sectors that have lost trillions of dollars. So, once powering the markets to new highs, the group known as the Magnificent Seven has gone severely wrong over the last two trading sessions, shedding a combined $1.8 trillion in the market. That's how much they lost in value. So Apple took a nosedive, shaving off more than $533 billion. President Donald Trump's aggressive tariff plan implemented Wednesday sent shockwaves worldwide, fueling widespread panic and fears of a global trade war that will push the economy into a recession. Many stocks have been sold off at a pace not seen before, with tech-heavy NASDAQ suffering its worst week since March of 2020. NASDAQ plunged on Thursday, and the Magnificent Seven group shed more than $1 trillion combined in market value. The losses mounted even more on Friday. Tesla, the biggest loser of the seven name group by percent, plunging more than 10% during Friday's session. The company shaved off more than $89 in market cap, bringing its 2 day rally to more than $139 billion. Can you imagine losing that kind of money over a 24-hour period? Oh. So, Apple was the most significant decliner by market value of a group. The iPhone marker is under pressure as new tariffs target its secondary manufacturing location outside of China. And it recorded its worst 1 day drop in 5 years on Thursday. Meta plummeted more than $2 billion, while Amazon dropped $265 billion. The e commerce company registered its ninth straight losing week on Friday. It's worth such stress. They said the last time it was this bad for Amazon, it was in 2008. Alphabet and Microsoft experienced the smallest percentage of losses, losing $139 billion, just like Elon, and $165 billion in market value. over the last 2 days. So it is, woo, these people are like losing, they're like hemorrhaging money. Mm-mm-mm. So one economist is calling this an economic Armageddon. So the tariffs ain't going nowhere, y'all. It's just not. And what a mess this has made. But yeah, Tesla is crying because they lost even more value. And Friday, today, was their worst day yet. Can you believe that? I know Elon is probably off somewhere crying because you know how thin skinned he is. Yeah, Elon, you wanted everybody else to feel the pain. Now it's your turn to feel some pain. So the NASDAQ recorded its worst week since 2020 as markets responded to mounting fears of a global trade war that could push the U.S. into a recession. So, y'all, this has been a painful week for a lot of people. And, I was telling y'all, there are more and more companies that are laying off because of the tariffs. Let me see if I can tell you what some of them are. Stella, hold on, my screen just kind of jumped there. Stellantis, they are leaving. They are leading with layoffs at 900 U.S. workers. And they said this is due to the tariffs. So they are laying off. Tariff-related layoffs are also happening at 5 U.S. auto plants that that supply factories in Canada and Mexico. So the UAW said they are experiencing stress over the tariffs and auto layoffs. Wow. Minnesota, they are also talking about layoffs due to tariffs, steel workers. Let's see what else is here. So, I mean, I expect to see more. In New Jersey, they said they saw double layoffs in the first quarter of the year. And they are fearing that they'll see more in fear of the tariffs. So, wow. And they're also expecting more government layoffs to begin real soon. And this time it will be a lot of healthcare workers. So, look like Honda may be looking at 9,000 layoffs due to the tariffs. So, I know this is definitely going to be something that you're going to see a lot as we move into the next few weeks. You're going to hear about more and more places laying off. Also, Canada Steel aluminum plants lay off due to U.S. tariffs. All right. Siemens, they're also announcing layoffs due to the tariffs. Whirlpool Corporation, layoffs due to tariffs. So, wow. Y'all, please tell me what you think about this video. This is just so sad. I do feel for the people that are being laid off because when the economy is in a recession, a lot of times it's very difficult to get jobs. There's a lot of hiring freezes that go on during a recession. And Also, people that are looking for work, you may get half of the salary that you were making before, because the salaries always drop during the time of a recession. So if a job is paying a certain amount now, if there's a recession, they may trim $10 an hour off of that job, you know? So if it was a job that paid 30, you may be getting 20 an hour for that same job. And that's usually how it goes during a recession. Please tell me what you think about this video. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.